Introducing Susan Cooper, desk diva turned super spy. Have you met Susan Cooper? She's not your typical office worker. Picture this, a brilliant CIA analyst stuck in a basement office. Day in and day out, she toils away in the shadows, her talents hidden from the world. She's surrounded by gadgets, but there for other agents. The glamorous ones, the ones who get to go out into the field, living the life of adventure and danger. Susan helps them, guides them, but from afar. She's the voice in their ear, the one who keeps them safe, the unsung hero of every mission. She's like a secret weapon, but nobody knows it yet. Her sharp mind and quick thinking have saved countless lives, but she remains in the background, unnoticed. Little do they know, Susan's got a secret desire to be a real spy. She dreams of the day she can step out from behind her desk and into the field. She's got the brains, the skills, kind of, but she needs a chance. She spends her free time studying, practicing, preparing for the day she might get her shot. Enter Spy, the movie, where Susan's about to get her moment. When circumstances thrust her into the spotlight, she must rise to the occasion. Get ready for laughs, action, and a whole lot of surprises. Watch as Susan navigates the world of espionage with her unique blend of wit, courage, and a touch of clumsiness. From high-stakes chases to hilarious mishaps, Susan's journey is one you won't want to miss. It's a roller coaster of emotions, filled with heart-pounding moments and laugh-out-loud scenes. So grab your popcorn, gather your friends, and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. Susan Cooper is about to show the world what she's made of. Desk diva turned super spy is more than just a movie. It's a story of courage, determination, and the belief that anyone can be a hero. Don't miss it. From cubicle to combat boots, Susan's hilarious transformation meets Susan, your everyday office worker. She's stuck in a monotonous routine, day in and day out, surrounded by paperwork and computer screens. Her life is the epitome of mundane, filled with endless tasks and no excitement. So there's Susan, stuck in her routine. Every day she sits at her desk, looking tired and uninspired. The highlight of her day? Maybe a coffee break or a quick chat with a colleague. But little does she know, her life is about to take a wild turn. Then, bam! The CIA's top agents are compromised. Suddenly the agency is in chaos, and they need someone to step up. But who could possibly fill the shoes of these elite agents? Who's left? Susan, of course. She's the last person anyone would expect to take on such a role. Her colleagues are in shock, and Susan herself can't believe what's happening. But she's not exactly field ready. With her messy hair, glasses, and office attire, Susan looks more like she's ready for a day of filing paperwork than a high-stakes mission. Think hilarious disguises, awkward encounters, and Susan trying to blend in. Spoiler alert, she doesn't. Picture her in a series of ridiculous outfits, each one more absurd than the last, as she tries to navigate the world of espionage. Imagine this, Susan in a tourist outfit, complete with fanny pack. She's trying to gather intel, but she sticks out like a sore thumb. It's a comedy of errors as she fumbles her way through. Not exactly James Bond, right? Her attempts at blending in are laughable, but that's what makes her journey so entertaining. But that's the beauty of it. Susan's charm lies in her authenticity. She's not a trained spy, but her genuine nature and determination win people over. She's underestimated, but watch out, world. Susan's about to show everyone that you don't need to be a super spy to make a difference. Her unique approach and unexpected skills turn the tide in her favor. Susan's got more up her sleeve than anyone expects. With each challenge, she grows more confident and resourceful, proving that sometimes the most unlikely heroes are the ones who shine the brightest. The CIA's finest and funniest, meet the agents. Now let's talk about the other characters. These are the people who make the story come alive, each bringing their own unique flair and personality to the table. From the charming to the downright dangerous, they all play a crucial role in the unfolding drama. First up, Bradley Fine, played by the hilarious Jude Law. Bradley is the epitome of a classic spy, with his sharp suits and even sharper wit. He's the kind of guy who can disarm a bomb and charm a room full of people at the same time. He's everything Susan is not, suave, sophisticated, a super spy. Bradley's skills in espionage are unmatched, and his ability to stay cool under pressure makes him a formidable agent. But don't let his polished exterior fool you. He's got a sense of humor that keeps everyone on their toes. They have this funny dynamic, like a cat and mouse game, but with more flirting. Their interactions are filled with witty banter and playful teasing, making their partnership both entertaining and unpredictable. It's a relationship that keeps you guessing and laughing at the same time. Then there's Rayna, the villain of our story. Rayna is not your typical antagonist. She's a glamorous arms dealer with a sharp mind and an even sharper tongue. Her presence commands attention, and her schemes are as intricate as they are dangerous. She's a glamorous arms dealer with a penchant for dramatic entrances and even more dramatic threats. Rayna's flair for the dramatic is matched only by her ruthlessness. She knows how to make an entrance and leave a lasting impression, often with a sinister twist. Think Cruella de Vil, but with nuclear weapons. Rayna's style and sophistication are reminiscent of classic villains, but her ambitions are far more dangerous. She's a force to be reckoned with, and her plans could have catastrophic consequences if left unchecked. And let's not forget Rick Ford, played by the one and only Jason Statham. Rick is the wild card of the group, a rogue agent who operates on his own terms. His intense demeanor and no-nonsense attitude make him a formidable presence, both in the field and in the office. He's a rogue agent, always causing mayhem. Rick's approach to espionage is unconventional, to say the least. He's the kind of agent who dives headfirst into danger, often creating chaos in his wake. But his unorthodox methods often yield surprising results. Think explosions, car chases, and outrageous stories that are probably not true. Rick's adventures are the stuff of legend, filled with high-octane action and unbelievable feats. Whether he's in a high-speed chase or defusing a bomb, you can always count on Rick to bring the excitement. Mission improbable: Susan stumble into spycraft. Susan's mission, should she choose to accept it, she does of course, is to find a missing nuclear weapon. Simple, right? Wrong. It's a whirlwind of close calls, ridiculous situations, and Susan somehow managing to save the day, often by accident. Imagine this: Susan in a high-speed chase but she can barely drive, or trying to go undercover at a swanky party but ending up in a food fight. It's a disaster waiting to happen, and it's hilarious. Disaster in disguise: Bradley Fine's untimely, or is it demise? Now for a shocking twist. Bradley Fine, our charming super spy, is seemingly killed. Susan is devastated, but she has to carry on. Little does she know, things are not what they seem. This is where the movie gets really interesting. Is Bradley really gone? Is Susan now the CIA's only hope? Get ready for some serious suspense with a side of laughter, of course. Rayna Boyanov, glamorous villain with a grudge. Rayna Boyanov. She's bad news, wanting to sell that dangerous weapon, but she's also hilarious. Rayna's always dressed to the nines, throwing insults like confetti. She's a villain you love to hate, and you can't help but laugh at her antics. Picture this: Rayna, draped in diamonds, threatening Susan with a hairbrush. She's fierce, she's fashionable, and she's got a serious case of resting villain face. Rick Ford, the agent of chaos and accidental comedy. Rick Ford, he's like a bull in a china shop, always causing trouble. But he's also got Susan's back in his own chaotic way. Their interactions are pure comedy gold. Just imagine two completely different people trying to work together. Picture this: Rick, covered in soot, telling a wild story about escaping a booby trap. Is he telling the truth? Who knows, but it's always entertaining. Spycraft and shenanigans: Susan's unexpected skills. As the mission goes on, Susan really surprises everyone, especially herself. She's resourceful, quick-witted, and surprisingly good at hand-to-hand combat. Who knew that desk job was hiding a secret action hero? Remember those gadgets I mentioned? Susan puts them to good use. Think exploding pens, lipstick tasers, and a whole lot of improvisation. It's action comedy at its finest. Mission accomplished, a triumphant and hilarious ending. In the end, Susan saves the day. She stops Rayna, recovers the weapon, and proves that you don't need to be a super spy to be a hero. Oh, and remember Bradley Fine? Well, let's just say he might not be so gone after all. The ending is a perfect blend of action, comedy, and a touch of romance. It's the perfect feel-good movie, leaving you wanting more of Susan Cooper and her hilarious spy adventures.